Put my phone on silent. Let me see. Live on Instagram. My color look kind of off, but I ain't mad at it. A little dark, but not too bad. Guess I face the microphone that way. That's crazy. Boom, boom, boom. What's up, Rhonda? Let me burn a minute on that. Let me put my phone on silent. I broke my case. So now my phone is raw dog in the world, dog. Unprotected. My phone is on raw dog status. What's that? Ronada? I don't know how to pronounce that, but shout out to you though. But yeah, my phone raw dogging. That's crazy. Y'all see my screensaver? I'm chilling. I got a minute in. YouTube still dead. I should text people. Showtime. Let me see. That shit wild. Oh, y'all could cuss because I've been a minute in. Boom. Let me see. Yeah. Sound check works. What's going on? 12 Cal. Mr. 90s R&B himself. My dog Dolomite. 90s R&B is overrated. 90s R&B is overrated. 90s R&B is overrated. Let me go ahead and get this thing started. What do you say? '90s R&B is overrated. Nigga. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolomite, for the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. Oops. I'm gonna blame 12 Cal for that shit, my nigga. What's going on, Rick? Today's episode, I'm gonna talk about not allowing people to have the power over your emotions to change your mood, my nigga. My music was loud as shit when I started this too. But yeah, that's gonna be today's episode, my nigga. The title of today's episode is "Don't Allow Them to Take Your Power," my nigga, or "Don't Give Your Power Away." I don't know, I forgot. But to what I said earlier, my nigga, 90s R&B is overrated, right? Like, I genuinely said it, not to say that 90s R&B is trash, because it's not. Not my favorite, but not trash either, my nigga. They had some good ass R&B songs in the 90s, my nigga. Like, Rain by SWV is one of my favorite songs, my nigga. Love that shit. Baylor the motherfucking great. BTG for President Podcast. Open Run with BTG Podcast. Baylor up in this motherfucker. Baylor might be the reason for today's episode, my nigga. On some real shit. Because shout out to Baylor. I was binging Baylor's podcast the other night at work, my nigga. This nigga had like a sweet 16 of all the childhood crushes. And this nigga said some of the most egregious bullshit I've ever heard in the history of podcasting. Mind you, I've been podcasting since 2019. I've been listening to podcasts since 2006. Like 19 years I've been listening to podcasts, and I've never heard something so crazy. This nigga did the sweet 16 of high school female crushes or childhood female crushes. This motherfucker put Zazie Beetz over fucking Lauren London. And not only did he do that, he doubled down and put her over motherfucking Janet Jackson. This nigga busted the whole bracket with that bullshit. Nigga, that was the most. You want to talk about a hot take, my nigga? That shit was just Nigga, Stephen A. Smith ain't got nothing on Baylor, my nigga. Nigga, Skip Bayless ain't got nothing. Nigga, we gonna have to start calling that nigga Skip Baylor, my nigga. Cause ain't no way in hell, my nigga. I had to Google Zazie Beats because I was kind of rolling with him at first. Cause I'm like, damn, this nigga put Zazie over Lauren London. Zazie must be bad as shit, nigga. So you know, I'm listening to the episode, and then when the nigga put Zazie over motherfucking Janet Jackson, I had to Google her because I'm like, ain't no fucking way. Then when I Googled her, I'm like, my nigga, Zazie Beats, if I saw Zazie Beats in person in the mall, I wouldn't even stop, my nigga. Like literally, I wouldn't even say hi to her, my nigga. When I saw what Zazie Beats looked like, I said, oh, Baylor, really? Over Janet Jackson? Over Lauren London? No shade to this woman. She's a pretty lady, but I said I shouldn't have let this nigga ruin my day like that, my nigga. That shit legit fucked my mood up. Like I couldn't even finish listening to the episode because there's no way. There's no way. Oh yeah, what's going on, KC? I see you up in here. What y'all saying in the comments? Hey, Britt, I think me and Germ had to school him. These niggas did not school me, Britt. Don't let 12 Cal lie to you and say him and Germ schooled me. They did not school me, my nigga. That debate is no different. The 90s was overrated. 90s R&B is overrated. Say he did that on purpose, though. He didn't even believe his own list. Shit, yes, I did. Okay, what y'all saying? Don't worry, I have a new episode responding to Baylor's list. Yeah, exactly. Because Baylor had to be trolling. Now, if you say you and Germ school Baylor, y'all niggas in school me, nigga. 90s R&B is overrated. What he say? Yeah, I have a bonus episode coming out too. He flat out told me he did that show and that list. Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, if that's the case, then good. So now, like I said, today's episode and what I'm talking about in today's episode, you shouldn't allow people to have the power to fuck your emotions up. You know, like nowadays, we put a whole lot of stock into the things that we see online, things that we listen to on podcasts, things that we watch on YouTube, and you know, like shit like that. Like, you know, us as content creators, like something that I did yesterday when I posted that 90s R&B was overrated. I genuinely didn't really put it to like piss people off as much as I did just to spark a debate. You know, because like I said, I didn't say 90s R&B was trash. I didn't say 90s R&B sucked. I didn't say 90s R&B was worse than today's R&B. I simply said it was overrated, and overrated meaning for niggas to call the 90s the golden era of R&B, that's a flat out ass lie. That's a lie, nigga. That is incorrect, my nigga. That shit is not above the 70s. It's not above the 80s. Might not be above the 60s, my nigga. You know, so you can say that motherfucker was way better than now. Won't argue. You can say that motherfucker was better than the 2000s. Might get a little argument out of me. But to say that it's the golden era, Luther Vandross got something to say about that, my nigga. Marvin Gaye got something to say about that, my nigga. You know, Whitney Houston got something to say about that, my nigga. Minnie Riperton got something to say about that. Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, they all got something to say about that, my nigga. What's going on, Black Diamond TV? You know, that's the fucking thing, you know. So, like, when I posted it, I simply put it just to get a debate started. I put it on my threads and I put it on my Instagram notes, you know, just to get a couple of motherfuckers. Cause once I put that shit, my threads went crazy, nigga. I ain't never had that much traction on my threads, my nigga. That shit, the comments are still going up, nigga, as we speak. I probably should have put that shit on TikTok. If I'd have put that shit on TikTok, I probably would have broke the damn algorithm on TikTok. I probably could have made a 5-second video just saying it. And then within minutes, my TikTok would have been going crazy. Only difference is my notifications is off on my TikTok. So I wouldn't have even been able to see what niggas were saying because I don't pay attention to TikTok like that. I know I should, but I don't. But you say you have 85 comments. I saw it on threads as soon as I opened it up. That's what I'm saying, my nigga. My threads going crazy. Nigga, my threads be getting 1 and 2 likes and shit. That motherfucker, 85 comments, nigga. That shit going crazy. Just over the course of a night. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Frankie Beverly and Maze. is on the exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, the '90s R&B was cool. You know, I'm not saying it's not good. It was great, my nigga. It was great music. It was the last of when R&B was more about musical talent than it was image. You know, after that, you had to be a sex symbol to be an R&B star. Like, that was the last of the ugly R&B singers. That was the last of the ugly R&B groups. You know, that was the last of when all you had to know how to do was sing well. Now, like, you got to be a fucking fashion model and shit to be an R&B singer. Like, to be an R&B singer now, you just got to be beautiful. You can't be ugly and a fucking R&B singer now. Like, that shit is so few and far between now. Like, you got to be gorgeous to be an R&B singer now as a female. Even as a dude, like, nigga, you got to be buff. You got to be in good shape. You got to have a nice haircut and shit. Like, you got to be a handsome dude to be a fucking R&B singer. Like, it ain't like back in the day, my nigga, because Patti LaBelle was not that bad. She wasn't no bad bitch, my nigga. Minnie Riperton wasn't no bad bitch, my nigga. You know, a whole lot of our favorite R&B stars of the 70s and 80s, they was not the prettiest motherfuckers in the world, my nigga. Like, Lena Horne wasn't like the R&B superstar diva, my nigga. Like, she just was fine as a motherfucker. You know, a lot of the R&B stars, like, don't get me wrong, they had pretty R&B stars back in the day. Cause to me personally, like, nigga, I like how Stephanie Mills looked. She was beautiful, my nigga. Even Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan was real pretty to me. Whitney Houston was beautiful, but like, that wasn't what made them famous. That wasn't what got them on. Same with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey was gorgeous, but Mariah Carey could sing her ass off, my nigga. A lot of these women could sing they ass off. They just happened to be beautiful. It was like, yeah, she could sing you under the fucking table, and she just happens to be fine as a motherfucker too. But it wasn't about that. Nowadays, and you know, again, I'm not trying to troll, my nigga. I swear I ain't trolling. Aaliyah couldn't sing for shit, but she was fine as a motherfucker. You know, like, I genuinely feel like Aaliyah was the beginning of what we have now, which is you just got to be fine as a motherfucker. You ain't got to have no musical talent. You ain't got to be able to sing, my nigga. You just got to be fine as a motherfucker. Because Aaliyah was pretty as a motherfucker. She had the image. She had the look. She had all of what we value now in R&B, which is just a very pretty girl that everybody want to be with. All the girls like her, and that's what an R&B star is now. She whispered through all the songs. We just write songs that are perfect for somebody who can't fucking sing, and she'll be putting out hit after hit because she has an image. What's going on, Unreachable Beauty? Like, that's what I felt like Aaliyah was. That's what I feel like R&B is now. You know, fucking 12 Cal says Ciara can't sing. Motherfucking Ashanti can't sing. A lot of the top R&B women now, they not no hell of a singers, my nigga. Granted, some of them got some good songs. Like, they have a pen, they write some good music, but their vocal talent is not all that, my nigga. Like, we don't have a whole lot of women that can really, like, blow. You know, like, sang, sang, my nigga. We don't have a lot of that now. We have some that can sing. You know, like, I'm not gonna call Kiki Wyatt current because I think she's genuinely like the class of the 2000s. But you know, like, Jennifer Hudson, if you would consider her the class of current, Jennifer Hudson could sing her motherfucking ass off. Fantasia could sing her motherfucking ass off. I don't pay too much attention to current R&B. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm pretty sure there's probably some women out there who could probably still get down. But back in the day, that's literally all it was. If you was in R&B back in the day, you had to have the ability to sing your ass off. That you couldn't be an R&B singer if you couldn't sing your ass off. Nowadays, you can whisper your way through that shit, and if everybody's sexually attracted to you, you'll have a career. Like, you know, that's how, and this is hip hop, not R&B, but like, that's how a motherfucker like Cardi B got into the game. Like, you're a social media influencer, you got a lot of traction, you got a lot of motion, a lot of people like you, a lot of people fuck with you. So here, we're gonna throw you in the R&B. You know, that's the same as like when Jennifer Lopez, oh, you're a celebrity, you booming. Here, we're gonna write you some music and we're gonna let you fake sing your way through the shit. You know, like, it's all about image nowadays. What's that? Zion Christopher Ross? What's the deal? That's the thing. So like when it comes to a lot of music nowadays, like it's more about the image than it is the actual music. Like nowadays, like like me and a homie, we've had this conversation years back about producers running music now, executive producers running music now. It's not even so much about the talent of the person that's making the music as it is the talent of the motherfucker that creates the melody. The motherfucker who writes the song. So even though you might not have hell of a strong vocal ability, you can just your way through that shit like Aaliyah used to do, and you'll have a fucking hit song. Like nigga, they picked the perfect songs for Aaliyah to not know how to sing, but still be very well at making good ass songs. Because these are songs that anybody could sing, my nigga. You get any little pretty ass bitch with a nice voice that can just kind of mumble through the shit and have a hit song. Like they knew what songs to give Aaliyah. Like at your best, the cover of the Isley Brothers. That's not no hell of a song to sing. Like Aaliyah could do At Your Best, but she couldn't do Unchained Melody. Like she couldn't do that song. She can't do songs with a whole lot of vocal range. Cause you ain't never heard her do like some shit like I'll Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Like she didn't have the vocal ability. A lot of these motherfuckers don't. And that's the thing, so like even what I said as far as the 90s being overrated, like the 90s wasn't bad, but nigga, like we ain't finna act like a whole lot of the best songs from the 90s wasn't covers from the 80s or covers from the 70s. A whole lot of the best shit that Mary J. Blige came out with was somebody else's shit. So again, my nigga, I didn't say it to say it was whack. I said it to spark a debate. And like I said, nigga, a whole lot of what today's episode is when you read shit on the internet, you shouldn't allow it to fuck your mood up or fuck your day up. Like you should have the ability to debate people without disrespect. Like that's something I'm big on. Like I'm real big on communication where you don't allow your emotions to get you so far out of character that your debate turns into an argument and you can't effectively communicate. Like just because me and you don't agree on something don't mean that we got to get disrespectful. Like me, 12 Kyle, and King Germ had a very spirited discussion. And at no point did we call each other out of our name. We didn't make no personal attacks on each other. It was genuinely, I strongly disagree with what you're saying. This is my supporting argument to the point that I'm making, and vice versa. We had a three-way motherfucking debate, and it was 100% respectful, my nigga, because number one, we all homeboys, like we all friends, but at the same time, like even though we strongly disagree, nigga, we are very mature men and we carry ourselves that way. So there's no debate that we can have that'll lead to us calling each other out of our name or being disrespectful. And Ruchi with Beauty said, I love Whitney. Shit, me too, nigga. Good Love is one of my favorite songs. And let me go to these motherfucking comments. Britt Renee said Jennifer Lopez hardly puts her own vocals on the songs. Pretty fucking much. Oh, Jennifer definitely can't sing. She should have stuck to dancing. Well, the thing is, Jennifer Lopez, again, nigga, the way that they postured her, the way that they positioned her was because you're such a celebrity, just you putting your voice on something, it's gonna sell. It's simple business, my nigga. Like if you know that all I gotta do is put my name on the fucking CD and 1,000 people gonna buy it, I'm putting my name on that motherfucker. Like if I know I'm gonna go platinum just off my name, because again, another argument that I had, not literally, I'm not fucking trolling. This is genuinely how I feel about shit. I said Will Smith was the first Nick Cannon. Thousands of comments on some post on Instagram where niggas is disagreeing with me. No, man, Will Smith had hits. Will Smith had hits because he was Will fucking Smith. Will Smith is not no dope ass lyricist. Will Smith don't have no dope ass songs. Outside of Summertime, every single good Will Smith song is a remake of another song. Will Smith don't have hits, my nigga. Like I was telling them, none of you niggas is listening to Parents Just Don't Understand. None of you niggas is listening to I Can Beat Him, the song where he was talking about whooping Mike Tyson. Like, nigga, I was outside. That's the thing. Like, a lot of times when you have certain debates with people, they like to try to, again, make personal attacks to try to discredit you and discredit the point that you're making. by saying shit like, oh, you wasn't outside. Just say you wasn't outside, or just say you don't understand, or just say you didn't hear it. Nigga, I'm 42 years old, my nigga. I'm not 19. I was around for the whole Will Smith career, my nigga. I was around when Will Smith was just a rapper. I was around when he won the first hip hop Grammy. I was there, nigga. I was outside and all that shit. So we ain't finna make it seem like I'm just some young nigga just saying dumb shit, my nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga. I ain't Vince Staples. And I ain't even speaking down on Vince Staples. I'm just saying a lot of shit that Vince Staples say, they try to discredit because of his youth. But nigga, I was outside for everything I say. Maxed out for the bankroll, the ism in the motherfucking building. What's the deal? You know, and that's the thing. Oh yeah, my nigga Aladdin Saddam, the homie from Kansas City. What's happening with you? You know, but like I said, and like I told 12 Cal and King Jern, every point that I ever make, nigga, I have a supporting argument. I have receipts to everything I say. You don't never just hear me trolling for the sake of trolling, nigga. I don't say shit for shock value. I say shit because that's genuinely how I feel. Like I said last week, my nigga. Y'all niggas be like, oh, Dola might be saying wild shit, man. Dola might crazy. Oh man, nigga, I just don't give a fuck. It ain't got to do with like this need for attention or like me thinking like, oh, if I say this, it's gonna be so inflammatory. It's gonna trip people out. You know, it ain't like what was that shit? Step Brothers. That nigga said, I don't know what it means, but it's provocative, gets people going. I don't give a fuck. That's genuinely how I feel. You know, like I told 12 Kyle and then when I said LL Cool J ruined hip hop. Nigga, I genuinely feel like that, my nigga. You know, I don't feel like it was something he did on purpose. I don't feel like it's because he's less great than what he is. He's amazing, my nigga. He was probably my first favorite rapper, my nigga. I'm Bad. Nigga, when I'm Bad came out, my nigga, I was running around the house, nigga, going crazy. Nobody could rap quite like I can, nigga. I want to be LL Cool J, nigga. I wanted a fucking Kango hat. I want to go to school with no t-shirt on, with some Adidas fucking track pants, like bitch ass nigga. I'm LL, nigga. That's what I want to be, like nigga. Hell yeah, nigga. But at the same time, like I said, my nigga, like I feel like I Need Love is what birthed niggas like Drake. You know, if it wasn't for the commercialism and a whole lot of what LL brought to the game, the whole baby face, pretty boy image in hip hop, we wouldn't have all these bitch ass niggas running around this motherfucker. Like nigga, LL birthed the bitch ass niggas in hip hop. And again, it's not to speak down on him. It ain't nothing that he did on purpose. But at the same time, a lot of what he brought into the game is what brought a lot of these bitch ass niggas into hip hop. What's going on, Real Spill Pod? What's going on? The Fire Session Podcast. Y'all niggas check out the Fire Session Podcast. FIYAH Session Podcast on YouTube and all streaming platforms. Shout out to him. But like I said, my nigga, LL Cool J was the genesis of what brought all these bitch ass niggas into hip hop. My nigga, I Need Love is that's where the crack started to form. And that's where we brought in a whole lot of these bitch ass niggas in the hip hop, my nigga. It is what it is. So like I said, that was a very spirited, long conversation. Hell yeah, nigga. We was in that motherfucker going at it. KC said that's why her song Dream Girl stuck out more than Beyonce. Yeah, because Jennifer Hudson to sing Beyonce under the goddamn table. So like I said, I definitely respect y'all's opinions. We stand on our squares and don't back down, but it's always love and respect. Exactly, because we all real niggas. You're right, because I don't even remember Beyonce songs. Yeah, Dream Girls, nigga, Jennifer Hudson sung Beyonce ass under the table. She shouldn't even agree to do that shit. Like Beyonce is a good singer, because I know a lot of people who hate Beyonce. But hurry your bitch ass up. Fucking loud ass motorcycle going past in my goddamn podcast, you motherfucker, you. What you say, Britt? Usually when they get personal in the argument, they don't have any more points, facts to back up their point. Exactly, because I always say, if you ever see two motherfuckers arguing, whoever yelling, losing. Whoever calling names, losing. Once you see a motherfucker getting hot under the collar, it's because they losing. Once you get to calling niggas bitch and broke and punk and stupid and dumb, it's because you losing. What he say? Not too much on Beyonce. The thing is, I love Beyonce, my nigga. Like, I'm a big fan of Beyonce. I'm not in the Beehive because I'm not gay, but big fan of Beyonce. What's going on? My sister Ebony up in this motherfucker. B is a complete entertainer, not just a singer. And that's the thing. Like I said, like I don't have no shade for Beyonce. I'm not no Beyonce hater. I don't got nothing negative to say about Beyonce. But she can't sing with motherfucking Jennifer Hudson. That's the thing. Like, yes, Beyonce is a complete entertainer. Nigga, Beyonce is this generation's Michael Jackson. You know, like I don't have no disagreement with people saying shit like that because Beyonce is a complete entertainer. She could sing, she could dance, she does her shit. She's amazing, my nigga. But you know, again, like when you think of a motherfucker who can flat out sing, it ain't a lot of bitches you gonna put over Jennifer Hudson, my nigga. You know, it ain't a lot of motherfuckers over Kiki White. It ain't a lot of motherfuckers over Fantasia. It ain't a lot of motherfuckers over damn, who was I finna say? Did I say Kiki White? I don't know. But she could sing her ass off. What's going on, Tay? How you doing? You know, but that's the thing, because even with like a Mariah Carey, like I said, nigga, you know, Mariah Carey is one of the greatest singers of all time, my nigga. Whitney Houston, one of, if not the greatest singer of all time. You know, like their era is when you had to sing your ass off. You couldn't not know how to sing and be a singer in the 80s. In the 70s, 80s, even 90s. Like I said, my nigga, up until Aaliyah, you had to have the ability to sing your motherfucking ass off to be an R&B singer. Even as a man, it wasn't about being tall, handsome, muscular, and having a good look about you. It was flat out, can you sing or not? You know, we can work on all the other shit later, my nigga. A lot of R&B singers back in the day was some ugly motherfuckers that could just sing. You know, especially because they were the day before social media, before all these cameras, where you genuinely just bought the album because of the music. You didn't even know who sung that motherfucker. Like a whole lot of my mom's record albums when I was little, like the vinyls, they ain't had no pictures on them. Like it wasn't the person singing. Like Cameo, I ain't know what Cameo looked like, my nigga. You know, Lakeside, I ain't know what Lakeside looked like, nigga. All that shit was illustrated pictures, nigga. You know, even Johnny Guitar Watson, nigga, my favorite motherfucking musician, nigga, my favorite album cover of all times. The Ain't That a Bitch album cover, my nigga. Like this nigga wasn't no handsome nigga, but the album cover was the shit because it wasn't about some fine ass motherfucker on the cover with no shirt on, you know, dripped in baby oil and shit. Like it was genuinely just good ass music on this motherfucker. You know, Earth, Wind, and Fire. You look at their artwork on their albums. You don't know what these niggas look like. Maze, you ain't know what these motherfuckers look like. Nowadays, it's all about the image. It's about how you look. It's about how the video look. It's about your social media presence. What's going on, my brother Dante on the YouTube? You know, that's the fucking thing. Like it was more about what you look like than the music, your musical talents. What's going on? BRB 4701, One Hope Wine, also Fire Session Podcast. You know, but like I said, you know, what that nigga 12 Cal say, Whitney and Aretha, the two best voices that I've ever heard. I can't really say if one voice is better than the other. Personally, Aretha, even though she's super high on the list, I still got Whitney. I got Whitney over Aretha. I got Whitney number one, Mariah Carey number two. Number three might be Aretha, especially as far as females, because genuinely, you know, like to me personally, Mariah Carey's range got her way up to me because nigga, she could hit that note so high, it literally sound like she whistling, my nigga. So I got Mariah Carey high as a motherfucker just because her range is out of this fucking world. What's going on, nigga? My brother up in this motherfucker, DJ Young Madness, my literal brothers and my sister in this motherfucker. But what you say? I still don't know what Lakeside looks like, LOL. And my parents had their albums. Only reason I know what Lakeside looked like is because they did a song with Coolio all the way live, and they was in the video. That's the only reason. And they album with the song Say Yes, they on there. But again, illustrated pictures. But yeah, nigga, shout out to Lakeside, nigga. That's one of my favorite groups, my nigga, because Say Yes by Lakeside, dope ass B-side. A lot of niggas don't know that song, but that's a banger, my nigga. You know, again, like me personally, like nigga, I was raised on the 70s and 80s music, nigga, 60s music, my nigga, like the blues, jazz, you know, soul music, like older music. So again, when I said that the 90s was overrated, it's again not because I was trolling, but because nigga, I listened to music from all of these eras, my nigga. I didn't say it was overrated because I don't think it's good. I'm saying it's overrated because for niggas to call, bless you, for niggas to call it the golden era, golden means top. Golden means the gold standard, meaning number one, my nigga. You ain't number one, nigga. You number three. Might be number four. Nigga, the 70s is the golden era, my nigga. The 80s comes right after that. Then the 90s. You ain't the golden era, my nigga. You the bronze era. So no, nigga, you not golden. You overrated if you not golden and people say you golden. Nigga, that's literally the definition of what overrated mean. If somebody say you number one and you number three, that mean you overrated, my nigga. That's all it mean. I ain't say it meant whack. I said it meant you niggas is not better than the 70s. Y'all niggas is not better than what the Isley Brothers was doing. Y'all niggas is not better than what Marvin Gaye was doing. You're not. You niggas ain't better than what motherfucking Stevie did, my nigga. With songs in the key of life. Y'all niggas is not doing that. You know, like again, not trash, just not as good as certain shit, my nigga. What my sister said, the average white band was so damn dope. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, it was too much shit coming out in the 70s. My nigga, like just back to back to back, whole albums worth of bangers, my nigga. You know, like all these classics that in 2025, my nigga, 45, 50 years later, my nigga, still banging. Nigga, Songs in the Key of Life is literally one of the greatest albums of all time, my nigga. Top 10 and not 10, my nigga. And I mean across all genres, my nigga. Excluding nothing. I don't give a fuck. The Beatles, the motherfucking Aerosmith, goddamn Rolling Stone. None of these niggas got nothing better than Songs in the Key of Life, my nigga. Period. You know, even Michael Jackson, my nigga, like nigga, Mike got Thriller, but it ain't a lot of albums better than that shit. What's up, bitch? Nigga literally looking at me on the YouTube in the comments and shit. What you say? That says a lot about your music if it's still resonating 50 years later. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying, my nigga. Like, niggas is still sampling shit from the 70s today. There's still TikTok challenges or, you know, whatever the fuck little TikTok mixes where they start to like the weekend boogie on down. And they still sampling Earth, Wind, and Fire today, my nigga. Like, if that ain't the golden era, you don't know, nigga. Again, your ass wasn't outside, my nigga. You wasn't listening. You didn't hear it. So for a lot of these old 1987 born ass motherfuckers to be, oh man, the 90s was the golden era. No, that's just when you first got you some pussy. That's just when you first jumped off the porch. That don't make it the golden era, nigga. That just mean that's when you got outside. Just because that's when you was a fresh, brand new little tadpole out there in the pond, don't make it the fucking golden era, my nigga. You use a little nigga. Keep your little nigga opinion over there, my nigga. Let grown folks handle this shit. And what you say, I feel like Diana was overrated. I would have took Tina or Gladys over her. Well, you know, I don't really hear a whole lot of people making Diana Ross over motherfucking Gladys Knight or Tina Turner. So I ain't gonna call her overrated. I'm just gonna say she wasn't fucking with Tina Turner or Gladys Knight. What you say, Baylor? You got too many artists that cross over to the 90s era. Plus, cocaine helped the 80s vibes. 70s got it though. Nigga, cocaine or not, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck. PEDs aside, nigga, the 80s was the shit. And a whole lot of them artists from the 80s that crossed over into the 90s, they prime was in the 80s. Cause a nigga try to use that point with Whitney Houston. Oh, Whitney got songs in the motherfucking 90s. Her prime was the 80s. Big hair, Whitney Houston is way better than crackhead Whitney Houston, my nigga. Her prime was before the crack. Good Love Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody Whitney Houston is way better than crackhead Whitney Houston, my nigga. Patio. And what you say, Dante, the whole family in here, mom, too. Hey, nigga, yeah, shout out to it, nigga. We having a fucking family affair on the goddamn Too Much Game podcast. What you say, by the time you come to the YouTube, Baylor? Exactly. You know, Baylor be trolling, my nigga. King Germ is a master troll. I'm surprised King Germ ain't in here right now. King Germ probably live on Instagram somewhere trolling because that nigga be trolling. That nigga's a master troll. 80s Whitney was incredible. That's what I'm saying, my nigga. Same with like a nigga I was arguing with on Threads. Oh, um, Anita Baker got music from the 90s too. Again, her prime was the 80s. Her prime was the Rapture, 1986, my nigga. So a whole lot of these artists, even though they got music from the 90s, they prime was the 80s, my nigga. Same with a nigga like LL Cool J. Even though LL Cool J got music in 4 or 5 decades, his prime was the 80s. And I'm not saying as far as hip hop goes, the 80s was the golden era of hip hop. Because in hip hop, I feel like the golden era was the 90s. Just like comedy. I feel like comedy's golden era was the 90s. I was literally raised in the 90s, my nigga. So I'm not shitting on the 90s. I'm not saying the 90s was some old bullshit ass era of everything in the 90s being whack. Because I genuinely feel like, nigga, the 90s was the golden era for a gang of shit. And again, this ain't no like recency bias. This ain't no like, oh, I was outside, so that just made it the best. No, nigga. Comedy in the 90s, golden era, my nigga. Comic View, Def Comedy Jam, Martin, motherfucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, In Living Color, 90s, 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 90s. Bernie Mac, like the 90s was it, my nigga. That was the golden era of motherfucking comedy, dog. Argue with your motherfucking mama. But you want to debate me? We could do it. What's going on, cool boy? Bodic puppets up in this motherfucker, Sugar Freeze motherfucking pop locker and shit. Shout out my nigga Cool Boy. What you say? 80s Anita better. 80s Anita Baker was the top. Still listen to that to clean my house. And that's what I'm saying, my nigga. Like, to me, Anita Baker, one of the greatest singers ever, my nigga. One of my favorite albums of all time is Rapture, my nigga. 1986, my nigga. What's going on? Well off the homegirl up for this motherfucker. Like I said, my nigga, the 70s and 80s was the golden era of hip hop. I say the 70s was the golden era. I mean, not hip hop, R&B. 70s, R&B, untouchable, my nigga. 80s, right after that. And again, 90s after that. But the 90s wasn't the golden era, my nigga. It's the bronze era. It's third, my nigga, not first. What you say, 12 Kyle? Okay, would you put the 90s comedy versus the 80s with Pryor, Eddie Murphy, etc.? Yes. Because 70s, that was shit. Pretty much Richard Pryor ran that motherfucker. The 80s was dope because yes, Eddie Murphy. But again, in the 80s, Eddie Murphy was so dominant. It's like you ain't even know who else was really getting cracking outside of what? Rodney Dangerfield. I think George Carlin was still getting cracking in the 80s. Shit, even Red Fox, because Red Fox, what? Class of the 70s? And Red Fox got cracking from the 70s into the 80s. But again, my nigga, the 90s, and don't get me wrong, 12 Cal, you was alive. So there's probably some shit that you saw that I didn't see. But at the same time, like I remember Car Wash. Again, me personally, like I said, it's a whole lot of shit that I was raised on. Robert Townsend, 90s. Arsenio, yeah, 80s. Robin Harris, he did a whole lot in the 90s, because Bebe's Kids, 90s. A whole lot of the damage that he did that a lot of us know of, Def Comedy Jam, in that era. So a lot of what Robin Harris's prime career was in the 90s. What's going on, Slime Ball, West Virginia, uncommon place up in this motherfucker? And like I said, my nigga, a whole lot of the takes that I have, in comes the troll, King Germ up in this motherfucker, pod and saved our marriage. Like, nigga, a whole lot of the points that I make, like I say, nigga, I don't just say shit to say it. I literally say it with the basis of something to back it up. Pause. Like I always have supporting arguments for any point that I'm gonna make. I always have receipts for everything that I say. So when I say that 90s R&B is overrated, I'm not saying it just because I think it's gonna get up under people's skin. I'm genuinely saying that shit because that's literally how I feel. For you to call something a golden era and it's not, is to say that it is overrated. So again, I don't use the term overrated in the sense of saying that something is not great. I'm saying it's overrated because you're making an incorrect assessment of what you're saying. You know, if a nigga says that Paul George is the greatest fucking basketball player of all time, that's overrated, my nigga. Not to say that he was trash, not to say he's not an all-star, not to say that he's not a fucking Hall of Famer, but to say that he the GOAT, overrated, my nigga. That's a goddamn lie. You know, if a motherfucker was to tell you that Hakeem Olajuwon was the greatest player of all time, you kind of wilding, my nigga. And again, top 3 center of all time. Not the GOAT, though, my nigga. Like, that's what I'm saying, nigga. Not to say that something is not great because it's overrated. I'm genuinely saying it because y'all niggas are making an incorrect assessment of your ranking of this particular thing. That's why I said 90s R&B is overrated, because you motherfuckers is out of your fucking mind to say that that shit is better than the 70s and 80s, my nigga. You vastly incorrect, my nigga. You know, and again, a whole lot of this shit is genuinely bias of niggas nostalgia, because again, some of you niggas got your first piece of pussy to some Jodeci. Some of y'all niggas got your first coochie to some Donnell Jones or some Avant. So y'all niggas like, oh man, it wasn't nothing like the 90s, nigga. Nigga, cause you wasn't born in the 80s, my nigga. Nigga, you wasn't there for Between the Sheets. You ain't know nothing about that, nigga. You ain't know I like the way you receive me. I like the way you relieve me, nigga. You wasn't outside, my nigga. So of course you gonna think, you know, some shit that they was doing in the 90s is better than Between the Sheets, my nigga. You wasn't there for Let's Get It On, my nigga. You wasn't outside. So to you, you know, what Avant and them was doing, what Usher and them was doing was just unfucking touchable. But nigga, you wasn't there, my nigga. You wasn't listening, my nigga. You know, if your ass wasn't outside, nigga, you wasn't cleaning up to some of this shit, nigga. You wasn't in the bedroom, nigga. You hear that shit come on and you smell pine saw. You don't know nothing about that, my nigga. You still got milk on your motherfucking breath. And what you say, Brett, look, I love 90s music, but I love 80s and 70s more. Exactly. And that's what it is, my nigga. Like, again, there ain't nothing wrong with the 90s, my nigga. Like I said, I love SWV, my nigga. Like, that's one of my favorite female groups, my nigga. Like, In Vogue, they was the shit. You know, Jodeci had a gang of bangers. Like, there was some dope shit in the motherfucking in the 90s, my nigga. Like, even Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat had some dope ass shit in the 90s. But Prime, the motherfucking 80s, my nigga. That's the thing. Like, you know, a whole lot of motherfuckers, they prime was in the 80s. What do you say? I personally would say Barry Sanders over Emmitt Smith. Now, that's just an easy take. Again, King Germ, troll take. This nigga, I don't know. I think Barry Sanders must have like refused King Germ a fucking autograph or something. Because King Germ said Emmitt Smith is a better running back than Barry Sanders. That shit is so far-fetched and crazy. That's a terrible take, my nigga. Like I said, King Germ, troll takes, my nigga. King Germ be trolling. To say Emmitt Smith is better than Barry Sanders, my nigga, you watch football facing the opposite wall, my nigga. You just listen to football. You couldn't have been watching that shit to think that Emmitt Smith is better than motherfucking Barry Sanders. That's crazy. That shit is out of this world, my nigga. You know, that's like saying fucking, I don't know, my nigga. Like, that's like saying Jaquan is better than Tupac or some shit, my nigga. That shit is crazy. You know, like, hell no. What to say? I seen En Vogue in 2009 and I saw SWV in 2021. Hey man, SWV was the shit and En Vogue. Nigga, I don't never troll on threads, my nigga. I told you, nigga, if you go look through the thread on threads, you look at that whole shit, my nigga. I had supporting arguments for everything I said. Every motherfucker who replied with some shit that made sense, we got into it, my nigga. You know, like, again, nigga, I don't just say shit to troll, my nigga. I say shit with supporting arguments, my nigga. It all comes with receipts. Pause. What he say? Germ is a Florida Gators football fan, unfortunately, and it's sad because he comes from a good family, but he lost his way. Hey man, Florida has some good teams, my nigga. You know, even though that nigga's like a fan of Tim Tebow and shit, you know, that's unfortunate. But hey, man, you know, we all got flaws. But again, Emmitt fucking Smith over Barry Sanders, nigga, is you crazy? You know, nigga, that's like saying Post Malone better than Jay-Z, my nigga. You out of your motherfucking mind, nigga. Hell no. Barry Sanders, my nigga, way above Emmett. What he said, my issue is with your man. The word overrated is it stands, my nigga. Again, if somebody say something is a gold medalist and they got a bronze medal, overrated, my nigga. The word fits. It makes sense, my nigga. What you say, Baylor? It makes sense because Jern picked J. Cole during the battle. We see how that turned out. Again, Germ be trolling, my nigga. Like Germ, he just hot take Germ. He's saying I make hot takes. I don't make hot takes, nigga. I make educated takes. I make takes that people might disagree with, but it ain't never like some wild ass off the top of the head crazy shit. You know, I just said to spark the debate. What you say, 12 Kyle, the conversation between me, Germ, and Dolomite really could have been a podcast yesterday, real talk. Nigga, somebody set that motherfucker up. Nigga, we could do that shit on the 12 Kyle podcast. We could do that shit on the Rap Soul podcast. Set that motherfucker up. You know, I'm addressing that shit now. Like I told y'all, that Zazie Beats bullshit that Baylor pulled, that's the whole reason for this motherfucking episode. Nigga, that damn show. Yeah, nigga. Yes, we need to have Baylor on that motherfucking episode too. Especially because the nigga got to go to homie court for that Zazie Beat shit. I knew he had to be trolling because there's no fucking way. And again, no shade to Zazie Beats. I ain't never met her before. I don't got no beef with her. You know, I don't want nobody to send this to her and make her feel bad, but she ain't finer than Lauren London. And she for damn sure ain't finer than motherfucking Janet Jackson, my nigga. Janet Jackson might be top tier woman of all times, my nigga. Like literally. And you know, I'm not gonna make the point that I made in the argument that we had on the phone. I'm not gonna bring that shit to my platform because I genuinely feel like that's just not for the public. But I got Janet Jackson over all them motherfuckers because of the point that I made on the phone. Simplicity, my nigga. 12 Cal no, King Germ no. I might fuck around and you know let Baylor know just for the sake of the argument, but nigga, Janet Jackson over everybody. And I grew up a fucking fan of Pam Grier. Pam Grier has always been top of the top for me. But Janet Jackson, Control, Rhythm Nation Janet Jackson, Pleasure Principle Video Janet Jackson, unfucking believable, my nigga. Just top tier, my nigga. Like the GOAT of GOATs. Shout out to it, my nigga. But, you know, like I said, my nigga, like to get back to the point that the whole episode is about, with these debates that we can have these debates without the disrespect. You know, it's the same as like when we talk about who's the GOAT between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. A lot of niggas bring Kobe into it. I don't get mad when niggas say Kobe, you know, because a nigga who I feel has a whole lot to say in this same debate is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Just on stats alone, just on what he's done alone, my nigga. He got a gang of rent. He got everything to bring to this argument to say that he should be mentioned in this conversation. And a lot of people don't mention him. Probably because he's a center. So maybe that factors into the fact that he was a 7-footer in an era where it wasn't a whole lot of 7-footers. So I feel like they might not count a lot of his stats the same way that they count LeBron and Jordan stats, same with Kobe Bryant, but it is what it is, you know. And again, we can have these debates without getting out of our character. We can have these debates without bringing anger into it, my nigga. Everybody has a different opinion. Everybody has a different perspective. Everybody had different experiences in their life. So that's why a whole lot of people might have different arguments, you know, different points to make. You know, a lot of people saw and didn't see different shit in their life. You know, so when it comes to a whole lot of the disagreements that you have with people, a whole lot of the things and opinions that people say that you may agree or disagree with, like you don't have to get personal with the shit. You can genuinely just say, hey man, I just disagree. And you can go on about your business. Or you could bring your supporting arguments to the debate and genuinely have a conversation like a fucking adult without arguing, yelling, screaming, calling names, and being fucking childish. And what you say, 12 Cal, I'm always gonna be about black women. I was raised by one. I married one and I'm raising one. They always will get my love and support. Exactly, my nigga. Black women, top tier, undefeated. What do you say? We love black women. We are clearly passionate about them. Hell yeah, nigga. To the point where, boy, we was having an argument. A debate turned into an argument because of how much we love our motherfucking black women. What you say, 12 Cal? I don't find white women Whoa, I ain't saying. I'm not gonna read that shit out loud, my nigga, because I ain't doing that on my platform. But you know, everybody who know me personally know how I feel. You know, I ain't gonna shade nobody on this motherfucker, but trust me, dog. My preference is my motherfucking preference. I got other motherfuckers who I wouldn't touch. My preference is my motherfucking preference. No shade to the motherfuckers, but there's some motherfuckers who you ain't getting a hug out of me. But, you know, again, my nigga, to the point, it's very easy to get out of pocket or out of your body when you read certain shit, because a lot of us hold a lot of these figures near and dear. You know, like I used to tell King Germ a lot, like, you know, to this day, a lot of the points that we make and a whole lot of the debates that we have, like, I personally don't attach my feelings to no other grown ass man. So we can have a debate about LeBron or Jordan without me. Oh, this nigga stupid, man. Fuck you. You know, like you dick riding, or you dick eating, or you glazing, or none of that old shit. Same with the Drake versus Kendrick beef, my nigga. Some of these niggas was literally getting out of their body, having real life beefs, saying real life personal shit to motherfuckers, like really making some real lofty allegations on niggas because of shit that they would say about another fucking man. You know, you a grown ass nigga over here about to beef with another nigga over two motherfuckers that ain't never met neither one of y'all niggas. Nigga, who the fuck raised you, my nigga? What type of bullshit you on that two rappers getting into it got you and another unrelated motherfucker into it to the point of y'all niggas damn near throwing fists at each other? Like, nigga, fuck wrong with you? What you say, the Drake versus Kendrick beef had dudes wanting to really fight over two dudes? Exactly. You know, same with the fucking Jordan versus LeBron debate. It be motherfuckers out there really throwing hands, like, nigga, you niggas is genuinely idol worshiping. You know, like I was telling niggas behind that Drake and Kendrick shit, nigga, y'all niggas is practicing idol worship, dog. Nigga, you niggas worship Drake, my nigga. You know, like there was literally a podcast, my nigga. I'm not gonna say their name, but they accuse all the Kendrick fans and Kendrick supporters of worshiping Kendrick. You guys worship him. No, nigga, you worship Drake. That's why anytime somebody says something negative about Drake, you use your platform to defend this nigga. You literally using valuable time that you could be utilizing in your podcast to spread your message, to spread the gospel of Drake, my nigga. You literally doing whole episodes trying to defend Drake and discredit Kendrick, my nigga. Your podcast ain't about that, but you doing whole episodes to do that bullshit, my nigga. Weak as fuck. And like my sister said, cult activity. And King Jones said they both got cult followers. Well, in general, my nigga, all big legendary celebrities have cult followers. You know, Beyonce got a cult. Nicki Minaj got a cult. Drake got a cult. Kendrick got a cult. Prince had a cult. Michael Jackson had a cult, my nigga. Like, it just comes with the territory, my nigga. They got LeBron. Niggas got LeBron James tattooed all over their whole back. Nigga, there's so many niggas run around in LA with Kobe Bryant, 824, that little fucking 3-point star, Mamba mentality and all that shit tattooed on them, my nigga. Like, that's just something all these niggas is into. Like, there's idol worshipers all over. But again, my nigga, like, as a grown ass motherfucker, you shouldn't be idolizing no goddamn celebrity, my nigga. That shit not cool. What's going on? My mom in the comments up in this motherfucker. And what he say, dudes was really crashing out on podcasts for them. Exactly. And that's the thing, you know, like me and King Jern, one of our homeboys, nigga, whole episodes dedicated to Drake, my nigga. That shit is not manly, my nigga. Like, that's idol worship, dog. Nigga, your platform is for all type of shit. There's all type of things you can do on your platform, but you do that shit to literally dick rod another man that don't know you, ain't never put $1 in your pocket, ain't never helped you with nothing, ain't never called your phone, ain't never told you happy birthday, wasn't at your wedding, wasn't at none of your birthday parties. Nigga, that nigga ain't never sent you nothing on your Cash App, ain't never done nothing for you, but make some goddamn music for everybody. You just happen to hear that shit and you feel so strongly about this motherfucker, you willing to throw hands because another rapper said some disparaging things about that nigga. Nigga, that's sad. Nigga, that's so not manly, my nigga. Like, check your nuts, my nigga. What you say? Getting a tattoo of another man is wild. Exactly. Baylor said, "Oh, I know who y'all talking about." I know you know who we talking about, nigga. That's why I'm not gonna say the nigga name, because again, this ain't no disrespect, but there's a lot of niggas doing it. Like, he ain't the only motherfucker that did it. There's a lot of motherfuckers that use their platform to do whole episodes, my nigga. DJ Academics, my nigga. DJ Academics done did 2 and 3 hour live fucking streams just to dick eat Drake, my nigga. Like, that's just what a lot of these motherfuckers do, my nigga. Like, the Glaze unit, my nigga. What you say? Some of these episodes, it's a tough listen. God bless them. No, nigga, I ain't gonna front. Like, 12 Cal know better than anybody, my nigga. So does King Germ. I tell niggas all the time, nigga, there's episodes I literally just turn off. Once I hit, nigga, I got 2 or 3 episodes about protecting your peace. And part of protecting my peace is when niggas make certain episodes, when niggas work with certain people, when niggas do certain shit on their show, I'm not listening. When I see certain names on certain episodes, I'm not listening. Once I hear certain voices, I'm not listening. I'm not listening to no motherfucker that I know is gonna piss me the fuck off. I'm not watching no TV show that pissed me off. I don't pay attention to what's that nigga name? Jason Whitlock. I don't watch Skip Bayless. Like, certain figures is just like, why would I even listen to this shit? And I know I'm not gonna agree with nothing. I'm not gonna like nothing. I'm not gonna enjoy nothing. What the fuck? Like, I'm not a hate listener. 12 Cal did an episode about that shit. Like, those people who listen to and watch things that just pisses them off, I don't engage in that activity, my nigga. That's not something I do. Like, I got better shit to do in my day than listen to podcasters that I don't fuck with, watch YouTubers that I don't like, watch streams of niggas, and follow motherfuckers on Twitter and Instagram, and I don't like nothing they do, nothing they say. Motherfuckers who I'm genuinely beefing with, niggas that I don't like. Again, I don't allow motherfuckers that power over my emotions to have me hate listening, hate watching. I'm on TikTok. Oh, what this motherfucker saying now? I hate this motherfucker. If I feel like that about you, what the fuck am I doing watching you, my nigga? Like, I don't even understand the concept of motherfuckers who could sit there and support some shit they don't fuck with. Like, if I don't like a rapper, I don't listen to him. Oh man, you heard that? Some sexy songs, some shit. No, what the fuck would I listen to that for? I don't like Drake. I never did. Before the beef, I didn't like Drake. So what the fuck I'm gonna be doing listening to this shit, my nigga? I don't listen to glitter lotion music, my nigga. I don't listen to the music of niggas who moan when they wash their booty, my nigga. I don't listen to the music of niggas with their fingernails and toenails painted, my nigga. I don't listen to the music of niggas who wear lip gloss, my nigga. That's not my shit. I don't listen to the music of niggas who get behind you and go, guess who? With their friends. I don't do that shit. That's not my shit, my nigga. The fuck I'm listening to it for? That ain't me. And what you say? Eminem literally made a song about the raggedy ass behavior. Yeah, nigga, I'm not a stan. And what you say? That's crazy. Watching somebody you don't agree with. A lot of niggas do that shit. And what you say? 12 Kyle say. King Germ said it's profitable. Yeah, nigga, doing episodes about Drake and Kendrick all day, it is profitable. But my platform is not for that. It's the same as like I told 12 Kyle, King Germ, Baylor, like even Britt. Well, especially Britt, 12 Kyle, and Baylor. Like, even Shan sometimes, like, they do episodes where they'll hear the episode of one of the homies and then they'll remix it. Like they'll do like the response episode. And them episodes is all dope. Like I said, BTG for President podcast, y'all check it out. Open Run with BTG podcast, check that shit out. 12 Cow podcast, the Rap Soul podcast, check them motherfuckers out. I can talk about this all day podcast with Brick, check that shit out, my nigga. King Jern, Pod and Saved Our Marriage, check that shit out, my nigga. They do response episodes to each other. That shit dope as a motherfucker. I don't do that. That's not my platform. I give game. So when it come to me, I'm not gonna use my platform to talk about Drake. I'm not gonna use my fucking platform to talk about Kendrick or dick ride these niggas. If what them niggas got going on ain't something that I can turn into some game for my listeners, them niggas don't get no burn on here, my nigga. Like that's the thing. I'm not the type of nigga to be sitting up here like, I love LeBron so much. I'm gonna do a whole fucking episode just running off his statistics, just talking about his highlights and why he's better than Jordan. If this ain't nothing that I feel could help my listeners take something from it and use that shit as some game, fuck I look like, nigga. I ain't never been no dick rider, nigga. I'm a grown ass man. And what you say, King John, dog gonna have some explaining to do at the next light skin convention this summer for his actions. Nigga, I identify as dark skin, nigga. What you say, Baylor? Fuck him. That episode out now on all DSPs, and I'm selling double stack grilled cheese sandwiches. Comes with a tea and a personalized message. Yeah, nigga, I need a motherfucker, another Baylorism t-shirt, nigga, especially that peekaboo t-shirt. That motherfucker hard. What he say? You doing one now? Well, yeah, this is something of a response, but again, in my response, this shit is some game. You know, like everything that I do, it gotta be some game attached to it. So, you know, like I told y'all on the phone, I'm gonna do a response episode, but my response comes with the game, my nigga. Like we don't allow other men to get us out of character. You know, nigga, when we have debates, we could debate without disrespect, my nigga. Like there's still game being given in this response. Like it ain't like I'm finna be like, oh, I'm finna play these motherfucking 80s hits, my nigga. I'm finna play that motherfucking, I'm finna play the Rapture, nigga. I'm finna play motherfucking Fire and Desire by Rick James. The 90s ain't fucking with this shit, nigga. Like, you know, Baylor, 12 Cal, Brit, they'll play music in they shit. Like, nigga, this is my response mixtape episode, my nigga. This song right here, like, I don't do that shit. I give game. So I'm gonna give you some game while I respond to points that was made, my nigga. You know, that's the fucking thing. Like every episode of Too Much Game is about me literally giving game. Like this ain't just the perspectives of Dolomite and how he feels about music today. No, this is some game. So even though here's these opinions, it's all coming with some game because that's what I feel my listeners come here for. They don't come here for my opinions and who I like better in hip hop or who I like better in basketball. I'll give you that in the terms of here go the game and here's who I like. Here go the game and here's who I think is the greatest boxer of all time, or this is how my day went. But it's always coming with some game attached to it, my nigga, because that's what my platform is. Again, when I hear these motherfucking podcasters and they got a comedy show, but the whole fucking episode is about Drake, nigga, you idol worshiping at that point, my nigga. You got a fucking political show, and then your whole motherfucking episode is about why Michael Jordan is better than LeBron, and it ain't no politics in it. Like, what the fuck are you using your platform for at that point, my nigga? You know, like I value what my platform is, what my platform is about, what my show is about. I value my brand. So I'm not finna change that because of some fucking argument I had on the damn internet. You know, again, I might use something from an experience that I had, a debate that I had, a conversation that I had, an interaction that I had to bring some game to my audience. But everything I do is always gonna come back to the game. You know, like that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, again, with this whole fucking episode, my nigga, I don't allow no external factor to get me so out of body that I'm gonna get away from what I do. I'm not gonna let no motherfucking debate get me so far out of character that I'm gonna fight a nigga. So far out of character that I'm a lose a friendship with a nigga or disrespect a nigga or some shit like that. Like I'll never disrespect 12 Cal King, Jern, Baylor, Britt. You know, none of my homies who I fuck with because they disagree with a point that I made, or I disagree with a point that they made. Like I said, nigga, that Zazie Beetz take that Baylor had, egregious. But it wasn't like I'm finna go pull up on Baylor and beat the shit out that nigga. Me and Baylor, we need a fade. We got to fight. I might have said it jokingly because I did. I told them niggas, I said, hey, I'm gonna go pull up on Baylor. Me and that nigga got to square up. He got me fucked up, nigga. Me and Baylor, we gonna squabble. But at the same time, jokingly, because he the homie. But like, nigga, I'm not finna let some shit a nigga say, even a stranger. If you disagree with something that I said, or if I disagree with something you said, it's so easy to just turn the phone off. It's so easy to just say, I disagree and go on about my motherfucking day. Like, nigga, you's a grown ass motherfucking man. You's a grown ass woman. If you a part of the Beehive, or you a part of the Navy, or you a part of the motherfucking the Barbies, or any of that shit, and somebody say something about your favorite rapper, you too motherfucking grown to be somewhere screaming, hooping, and hollering, fighting, and caps lock arguing with a motherfucker, going to somebody's Instagram page and saying disparaging, disrespectful shit about them because they don't agree with some shit you said. What's going on, T-Mac? What's happening with you? You know, that's the thing, my nigga. Like, as a grown ass motherfucker, like, remember who you are and what's important to you, my nigga. Don't worship no another motherfucking human being that shit brown, stinky doo-doo and bleed red blood like you do, my nigga. That shit don't make no motherfucking sense, my nigga. Don't allow something that you see on the internet to take away your ability to smile that day. Don't let some shit that you read online fuck your mood up to the point where it's like you had a bad day at work and all you did was open up your fucking phone when you can close it and go on about your motherfucking day. You's a grown ass motherfucker. Nigga, you don't never allow some bullshit that you read online to fuck your mood up, fuck your day up, my nigga. You got too much important shit going on in the motherfucking world to be pissed off because some shit a stranger said on the motherfucking internet. But I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolomite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you can cash at me at Uncle Dolomite, Uncle DOLEMITE, or get you some merchandise at Too Much Game Podcast.store, TOO Much Game Podcast.store, my nigga. I'm gonna have them Love is a STD t-shirts on that motherfucker soon. I'm gonna go ahead and put them motherfuckers up there. What's going on, Trey Legend? What's going on, Jock Johnson Podcast up in this motherfucker? What's the deal? You know, y'all niggas support all the squad, Townhouse Media, Town E House Media, Sports For You Podcast, Sports number 4, letter U, live on Tuesdays and Fridays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, live on YouTube, Sports For You Wrestling, spelled the same way, but we're wrestling. Support all the homies in podcasting that's up in this motherfucker. Jock Johnson Podcast, who just popped in, 12 Cal Podcast, Rap Soul Podcast, BTG for President, Open Run with BTG, Pod and Saved Our Marriage, I Can Talk About This All Day Podcast with Brick. Go to ShanBPod.com because Shan got 200 fucking shows, so I can't name all them motherfuckers. You know, support all the motherfucking homies, all the podcasters. My nigga Compton Rick Rock on YouTube, motherfucking Deeply Rooted Compton Podcast. Tonight, I'm gonna be at First Sundays in Compton on Compton Boulevard, my nigga. So shout out to that. What he says to deal, your whole podcast community was at it. But you know, like I said, my nigga, tonight I'm gonna be in Compton at First Sundays in Compton. You know, I'm performing up there. That shit should be cool. Right there on Compton Boulevard between Long Beach Boulevard and Santa Fe. But yeah, subscribe to my YouTube page. It's Uncle Dolomite and Too Much Game Podcast. If you hear, you already know. Follow me on social media at Uncle Dolomite on all the shit. Uncle Dolly Jokes on Instagram. Yo Mama Boyfriend on TikTok. I think that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too Much Game.